The door slammed shut behind me, but her words echoed louder than the thunder outside. Just vanish, Mark. Disappear from my life forever. Sarah's voice cracked like glass under pressure, her eyes, those hazel eyes I'd stared into for a decade, now cold as steel. I stood there in our rain-soaked entryway, suitcase in hand, heart pounding like it was trying to escape my chest. How had we gotten here? 10 years of marriage, whispered promises in the dark, and now this? I wanted to scream, to beg, but the betrayal in her tone silenced me. Little did I know, that was just the tip of the iceberg melting our world. It started subtly, months before that stormy night. We'd been happy, or so I thought. Sarah, with her infectious laugh and that way she tucked her hair behind her ear when nervous, was my anchor. I worked long hours as a software engineer, building a future for us, a cozy house in the suburbs, dreams of kids someday. But lately, she'd been distant. Work's killing me, she'd say, pecking my cheek before vanishing into her home office. I'd nod, ignoring the knot in my gut. Denial is a warm blanket until it suffocates you. One evening, I came home early, flowers in hand to surprise her. The house was quiet. Too quiet. Her laptop sat open on the kitchen table, screen glowing like a beacon. I shouldn't have looked, but curiosity, or was it suspicion, pulled me in. Emails. Dozens of them. From Alex. My breath hitched as I scrolled. Can't wait to see you again, one read. Last night was incredible. Attached photos. Sarah in a dress I didn't recognize, laughing with a man whose arm draped possessively around her waist. My world tilted. Who was this guy? Heart racing, I confronted her that night. You're spying on me now, she snapped, slamming the laptop shut. Her face flushed, not with guilt, but anger. It's nothing, Mark. Just a colleague. You're being paranoid. I wanted to believe her. God, I did. We argued, voices rising like a storm building. I love you, I pleaded, tears stinging my eyes. Then trust me, she shot back, but her eyes darted away. That was the first crack in the trust we'd built brick by brick. I spent nights awake, replaying her words, the emails burning in my mind. Suspicion gnawed at me, a relentless hunger. Weeks blurred into a haze of doubt. I started noticing things, lipstick stains on collars that weren't her shade, late nights at the office, a new perfume that smelled like secrets. I'd try to talk, but she'd deflect. You're suffocating me, Mark. Give me space. Space. We'd promised forever. Anger simmered beneath the heartbreak, bubbling up in quiet moments. One day, I followed her. Shame burned my cheeks as I tailed her car to a cafe downtown. There she was, with him, Alex, tall and smug, his hand on hers across the table. They leaned in, whispering, laughing. My stomach churned. I drove home, fists clenched on the wheel, denial shattering into sharp shards. That night, the confrontation exploded. How long, Sarah? How long have you been lying? I yelled, voice raw. She didn't deny it. Instead, she unleashed her own fury. You were never there, Mark. Always working, always distant. Alex makes me feel alive. Her words stabbed deeper than any knife. Alive. What about us? The life we'd built. Tears streamed down her face, but they weren't for me, they were for the mess she'd made. I want a divorce, she said finally, voice breaking. Just vanish. Start over somewhere else. The collapse of trust hit like a tidal wave, drowning me in heartbreak and rage. I packed that night, each item a memory twisted into pain. I left without a fight, numb and broken. The drive out of town blurred through tears. For months, I wandered, new city, new job, therapy sessions where I unpacked the wreckage. Anger faded to sorrow, then to a quiet resolve. I rebuilt, piece by piece. That's when I met Emily, Sarah's younger sister. We'd crossed paths at family gatherings years ago, but now, in a twist of fate, she reached out. I heard what happened, her message read. I'm so sorry. Sarah's my sister, but what she did, it's unforgivable. Emily was different, kind, with a quiet strength that pulled me from the abyss. We started as friends, sharing stories over coffee. She confessed Sarah had always been restless, chasing thrills since childhood. She never appreciated what she had, Emily said softly, her hand brushing mine. Our bond grew, tentative at first, then deep. She understood my pain because she'd lived in Sarah's shadow. Motivations. Sarah's were rooted in unmet needs, a fear of settling that turned destructive. Emily's. A genuine connection, healing wounds neither expected. 7 years passed like a dream and a nightmare intertwined. I'd found peace, love with Emily that felt real, untainted. We built a life, engagement ring on her finger, plans for a future. Then came the family reunion invitation. Sarah's family, oblivious to the full story, insisted. Emily hesitated, but I nodded. It's time. The door to the old family home creaked open, laughter spilling out. Sarah stood there, frozen, wine glass midway to her lips. Her eyes widened as they landed on me, then on Emily's hand in mine, the ring glinting like accusation. "Mark," she whispered, face paling. Alex hovered behind her, confusion etching his features. The room hushed, tension thick as fog. 7 years, Sarah, I said, voice steady despite the storm inside. You told me to vanish. I did. But life has a way of circling back. Emily squeezed my hand, her presence a shield. Sarah's eyes filled with tears, regret, jealousy. You, with Emily, she stammered. How could you? How could I? I echoed, anger flaring one last time. You threw us away. Emily showed me what real love is. Whispers erupted around us, family piecing together the puzzle. Sarah crumpled, excuses tumbling out, but it was too late. The betrayal she'd hidden for so long laid bare. We left that night, the door closing on the past. Heartbreak had forged me anew, suspicion turned to wisdom. As Emily and I drove into the night, her head on my shoulder, I felt closure, a quiet triumph. Trust could break, but it could heal too. And sometimes, vanishing leads you right back, stronger than before.